Okay, so I just got back from the Philippines, which I had a really great time in the Philippines. I enjoyed myself there in the Philippines, and we flew back on Philippine Airlines, which I like using Philippine Airlines because it's a non-stop flight, which when we booked it, we debated between United and a few other airlines because United's also a direct flight to the Philippines. But we ended up going to Philippine Airlines because they were cheaper than everybody else. The only thing I wish is the service and a few things were a little better on Philippine Airlines. Because basically, it's a long flight. They're going 15 hours, coming back 12 hours. They have sort of 3 meals on the plane, but it's like TV dinner meals. And the meals used to be better in Philippine Airlines. They used to have Filipino food on the plane. Now it's not so much Philippine food. And I wish the service would come back and forth just see how what we need and so forth. Which the only time you see the flight crew is basically when they first serve the first meal, the middle snack, and at the end of the flight, the last meal, and then when the plane lands and takes off. Which would be nice if the flight crew would show up more often on the plane. But they didn't because you have to go back and look for them, which personally I think for also the other part that I didn't like also, Wi-Fi didn't work. Some of the USB ports didn't work, especially on the flight back. There was a lot more issues with the flight. And also they were calling the when to board the plane, which the way they did it was not so great because they're boarding from the back, which is not bad, going to the back, but then they said all rows available can board now. All the remaining rows can board, which was only 2 rows left, which they could have basically, when they said all rows, have a bigger, wider section of what could board the plane.